Greetings, folks, and let's look at part two of the whole Gaomon S620 that I showed you last week or last video, depending on when you're watching this. Anyways, like I said, that it's a cheap and affordable, tablet. And you know what? It's actually pretty useful. It does work with my phone. A little hiccups here and there, but I think that's more had to do with the connectivity. At the very beginning, I wasn't really sure if it was working or not, but once I loaded up, Medibang, and it actually worked. And but the little hiccups I got, I believe, was mainly because my first use of it, I wasn't really used to it. I had the tablet off to one side and the phone in my hand the other way instead of having it like this, one in front of the other to draw more effectively. But I was trying to get the feel of how the cursor moves around, and believe it or not, I was wrong about one particular little feature that the manual and even on its own site kind of mess with me. Uh, Let me put it this way. Like when I said that only one small section of the tablet was useful for the phone. Maybe in some phones, but mine in particular, or at least with the apps I've been using, it uses the whole entire tablet. Yes, I use the whole tablet going left and right, and the cursor slowly moves across the screen. So the whole tablet's, interface of the drawability, the drawing area, as it were, is also the same area that's on your screen. That's great. And I didn't bother with Tesla of changing from portrait to landscape mode in the phone, but I'm guessing that it would still show up the same and will work effectively. But a lot of the drawing apps work better on a tablet, an Android tablet than it does on phones. Just how it is, because you have a lot less real estate on a phone compared to a tablet, more readability, yada yada yada. But just want to let you know that it does work. It is an affordable use if you're going to be drawing digital artwork using your phone or a tablet, like an Android tablet or something, instead of using a laptop or a desktop, which is usually preferable. But just remember, it doesn't matter about the equipment. Sometimes it does, but think of this. If you don't have the skills to use as a high-end equipment, then what kind of output you're going to deal with? If you have high skills and you're giving shitty equipment, you still can relatively make good art. I find it's not too bad. It takes some used to get some little hiccups on trying to get used to it. That's like going back to the school days of just sitting there and drawing, looking forward at the model. That same thing, but yeah, it's not that bad. And I didn't need any drivers. I wasn't really too sure. I even looked online just to make sure that, do I need drivers, or is there any drivers for it to hook up to an Android phone? No, there isn't. You just connect it straight to your damn phone, and usually it sees it. It does take a little bit of time, but like I said, as soon as I turn on the drawing app, it started working fine. And when I exit out of that app, it was still using a cursor, basically, and you can use it on your phone no matter what, even afterwards. I think it was a small short time where your phone is communicating with the device and figuring out, okay, what is this new input device and how to use it. And I think that helped it a lot was actually using is a drawing app that is usually intuitive with this stuff. So I think that's kind of what happened. Oh well. So that is what it is, and thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, or whatever. Comment down below if whatever you want. I don't mind.